Good, bright, and beautiful Wednesday, everyone. Welcome to GardenStateWeather.com and GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, providing superior forecasting for the northern mid-Atlantic region 24 hours a day. I'm forecaster Robert Smith, and it's going to be a first of several hot days around the forecast region prior to the entrance here to the Memorial Day weekend. And this is your video forecast discussion for Wednesday, the 25th of May, 2016. Morning visible pass of the satellite imagery this morning shows generally clear skies and warming temperatures rapidly under that increasing sunshine this morning for the New Jersey, New York, Philadelphia I-95 corridor. There's some cirrus clouds being spun away from this disturbance of convection, which has produced numerous tornadoes, hail and wind damage, as well as very heavy rain and destructive thunderstorms throughout the central and southern plains yesterday. Some of this is debris clouds now rolling over the top of the ridge, which is building over the eastern United States this morning. If we take a look at the water vapor channel, we can see lots of dry sinking air in place over the New Jersey, New York City metropolitan area with an increase of moisture here to our west and southwest, where all that heavy precipitation, well, can't see this on the radar this morning, and all of this is ground clutter. There's no precipitation in the forecast region. If we take a look at the wide scale here, we can see some of the convection back towards the Ohio and Kentucky River, Mississippi River Valley, Tennessee River Valley area. All of this here is just ground clutter. There's absolutely no precipitation. And this morning we find generally clear skies across the region, and temperatures with visibilities better than 10 miles are generally running in the low to the mid 50s and already climbing to the low and mid 60s in the New York City metropolitan area, Newark, New Jersey this morning. Central and southern New Jersey is also rising into the 60s, as well as Philadelphia. And we're going to soar into the mid and upper 80s away from the coast during this afternoon. There are no watches, warnings, or advisories in any of the forecast region for today. Morning surface chart from WeatherRoanoke.com and Digital Atmosphere Software shows the high pressure ridge beginning to build over the forecast region today with the downsloping west to southwest flow. It's going to heat up the terrain here quite nicely. And any interior fog that we have on western or eastern Long Island and interior southeastern Pennsylvania this morning will be rapidly dissipating as we move into the next couple of hours with the sunshine. This cold frontal boundary or nearly stationary boundary to our north will be a focal point for showers and scattered thunderstorms north and west of the region over the next several days, depending on where this sits up on later in the weekend. We'll get into that in just a moment. On the aviation weather deck today, great flying weather expected today and tonight. Skies generally mostly clear across the region with general west to northwest winds this morning and then shifting to the southwest this afternoon. A bit of patchy fog over certain rural areas early this morning. None was included in the terminals, and that is dissipating as we move into the morning hours. For Thursday and Friday, VFR, a few afternoon and evening showers and thunderstorms, especially Friday, mostly north and west of Philadelphia, may result in brief times of NVFR or IFR. Southwest winds up to 10 knots, less at night. Sea breeze may turn the winds to southeast at Atlantic City each afternoon, and a bay breeze possible advecting into Wilmington, Delaware. Saturday and Sunday VFR conditions at times, mainly afternoon and evening showers and thunderstorms possible each day. However, these look to be scattered in nature as well. Right now, Newark is up to 60 degrees. We pull this up. Newark is up to 60 degrees, dew point 54, humidity 80%. The wind is southwest at 3. Few clouds at 25,000, otherwise VFR conditions in place. Right now, Philadelphia is up to 61, dew point 52, and those dew points are going to rise into the uncomfortable lower 60s over the next 24 to 48 hours. So it's definitely going to be much more humid around here over the next 24 to 48 hours as well. Relative humidities with that dew point this morning at 72%. The wind is southwest at 6. Few clouds, again, jet stream level 25,000 with cirrus. Basically VFR conditions in place. New Jersey surf zone forecast for today, Wednesday, May 25th. Generally sunny skies, high temperatures around 80, beach winds west at around 10, surf at around 3 feet. Surf temperature is 56, UVI index is high, so do wear sunscreen if you're going to the beach today, very high at 8. Low risk of rip currents, no threat of lightning for today. The next high tide cycles at all locations, Belmar, Barnegat, Atlantic City, Cape May, and Rehoboth Beach, will be occurring between the 10:30 and 11 a.m. hour this morning. Pollen forecast for today and tomorrow is going to be very high, with oak, mulberry, and grasses the predominant allergens. And with the lack of rainfall across the region outside of scattered shower or thunderstorm, we're going to be on the high side with the pollen right through Sunday. Let's do some temperature forecasts with a west to southwest flow today. Temperatures mid and upper 80s. In New York City, southeastern Connecticut, Long Island, temperatures are going to be in the 80s as well. Interior New Jersey, around Philadelphia, getting close to 90. Even to the coast, temperatures will only cooled off just slightly along the immediate coast, but with a west-southwest flow, temperatures will probably get to or over 80 degrees there as well. On Thursday, temperatures again in the 80s, upper 80s over urban areas and mid and upper 80s just about everywhere else, including Long Island. The only cooling will occur right along the immediate shorelines of New Jersey, Long Island, and North Shore and South Shore of Connecticut as well. Friday, the temperatures again in the 80s, predominantly with a more southerly flow trajectory right along the immediate coast. The Barrier Strand Islands will be cooler in the upper 60s and 70s across those regions, and of course out on central and eastern Long Island and the North Shore and South Shore of Connecticut. And right now for Saturday, temperatures again, southwest flow, temperatures mid and upper 80s, again cooler right along the immediate coast. Sunday, temperatures again in the low to the mid 80s. We have an easterly flow with high pressure off the coast and a backdoor cold front nearing the area. And with that easterly flow, more cloud cover will be evident on Memorial Day, and temperatures will be in the mid to the upper 70s, cooler right along the south shore and east ends of Long Island in the upper 60s. And that flow pattern continues on Tuesday with the front nearby and a southwesterly flow. Temperatures again in the mid to the upper 70s across the forecast regions, possibly getting even higher into the lower 80s as we head into Connecticut. Starting out with the HRR model for today, abundant sunshine, west-southwest flow, no precipitation in the forecast, none is seen. And we extrapolate this out to the NAM model as well. And this takes us all the way into Thursday. Now, by Thursday afternoon and evening, there might be a hint of a shower or thunderstorm isolated or scattered around the region, mostly to the north and west of the city and in north and west of our forecast zones. Also, it's possible that we could have a weak thunderstorm diurnally driven here along the outflow boundaries or the terrain here of the Chesapeake, but that would be dying down rapidly too. As we extrapolate this out to the 12Z kilometer or 12 kilometer NAM model, we still have an isolated to scattered shower around the region, but most areas will remain precipitation free even into Saturday. What happens on Sunday is determined by what this front does. It will be meandering and stalled out pretty much between, let's say, the Great Lakes and northern New England. These disturbances will wrap around the high pressure ridge and the height rises over the eastern United States. And then we have this disturbance entering the fray into the Carolinas. It's kind of a squeeze play between the two, but surface high pressure will build over the region, keeping most of the region dry. And that with that surface ridge and also upper level ridge, but there will be a considerable amount of more cloud cover around here on Sunday, especially on Monday, and a northeasterly or easterly fetch from off the ocean that will bring in low level moisture, higher relative humidity values, more cloud cover, and slightly cooler temperatures on Memorial Day, but it doesn't look like a washout. We could find some showers around the region, especially north and west of the city on Monday, Memorial Day itself. Forecasted charts now for Wednesday through Friday from the Storm Prediction Center, or the Weather Prediction Center actually. It's a big storm system across the plains. This has been producing numerous amounts of reports here. We just don't have the time to review them this morning. This frontal boundary to the north here will be meandering through the weekend, and it will move north and south of the region, mainly north of the forecast zones, but there will be isolated to scattered convection during the afternoon hours going into the weekend as well. Most areas will remain dry, and we're still about 2 inches below average for the year so far. So while the water temperatures are in the mid to the upper 50s, closer to 60 degrees the further south you go along the Jersey coast, it's definitely cool ocean waters compared to daytime temperatures in the 80s away from the coast and upper 70s to lower 80s right along the coast. So we'll continue to follow this forecast and hone in on any convection periods that look to be more troublesome than others as we head into the holiday weekend. For everything live, it's GardenStateWeather.com, GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, Twitter, Facebook, and Google+. I'm forecaster Robert Smith. You have a great Wednesday. Stay cool out there because temperatures today really going to soar, and you'll see the difference in the humidity values, especially on Thursday and Friday of this week. Have a great day.